Now hey guys, welcome back to the channel, another Swiss 001 video, and welcome back to Flight Simulator Fun with Swiss 001. Now today we are back to review an airport somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and today we are in Nepal. Yes, in the Nepalese mountains, and for the first time ever when flying in Nepal we have snow. Yeah, if anyone ever wondered if there was actual snow in Nepal in the winter, now here's your answer. Right now this is actually synced to live weather, and yes, there is indeed snow. Yeah. Now in today's video, we're here to check out the interesting airport of Jomsom, or whatever it is pronounced. It has a 2,400 feet long runway made out of concrete, which is like even below like 1,000 meters, which is really not a long runway for sure. Now, a big thing about this airport as well is that it's at a super high elevation. It is at around 8,000 feet. No, actually even 9,000 feet almost. Around 2,800 meters of elevation. That is extremely high. And well, if you've been watching my channel for a little bit of a while, you might already know that, planes at a higher elevation have lower performance and therefore need longer runways to operate, which is, why you can, for example, find 16,000 feet long runways at Denver Airport, just to accommodate every plane. And, well, this is probably a big problem that we're going to encounter in today's video. Let's just go ahead and actually just disengage the parking brake here, release parking brake, great, and we're off. Now, about today's flying skills, I'm a little sick, and what I mean by that is cognitively, I can barely see, so this is interesting. I'm of course still recording videos for you guys, even though I don't feel very well, but, I'm not very cognitively, skilled right now, per se. I can not really see all that well. It's a little weird. I'm, like, a little blind, but this is gonna make this challenging, at least a little bit more fun, right? Because now I can even barely see the runway. I can see this. I can see this. All right, this is great. But yeah, this is actually a very beautiful landscape, and, well, you can find a lot of airports like this here in Nepal. We've had Dolpha Airport, but of course, the interesting airport of Glucroft as well, and tons of other ones. This one is very interesting too, very beautiful, and though very dangerous. In fact, the freeware website where I downloaded this add-on from even describes it as the world's most dangerous airport. Let's find out exactly about that today. And we're flying a small plane here, the TBM, but let's try a jet here. You know what? All right, so maybe try somewhat of a Cessna Citation TJ4 or something. All right, now a jet flying between the interesting valleys of Nepal. Now, what is interesting to know about this airport as well is that there are, of course, airlines flying here too. And actually, no, they're the only traffic here. There's actually a lot of airline business going on here between all these small airports, obviously. I mean, there are some few people living here, and also there's a lot of tourists coming here as well. And the only way to really get into these mountains is, well, via plane. And that's what we're flying against a mountain. See, this is a problem. I can barely see the mountain. Have we surpassed it? Yes, we have. Great to see. Now, coming down, I think I can see a runway somewhere down there. This is not an interesting test. Looking good. I think we're coming in nicely. Let's see how this landing is gonna go. Damn, this is absolutely beautiful here with this bridge as well down there too. What can you say? All right, let's try this landing here. Maybe we can make it smooth, actually. All right, come in. All right, that's been good. That's been good. Let's maybe stop as well. That's a big part of the plan as well, which we have now. Even though we did use a little bit of a longer runway here. I mean, the CJ4, the thing about the CJ4, of course, is that it doesn't really have reverse thrust at all. This is a plane that does not feature that, so it has a little bit of a worse stopping performance than other jets. Let's maybe try then another jet, a bigger jet. And on this channel, we always have a little bit of a ritual where we, first of all, try the CJ4 and then try the Cessna Citation Longitude, which is a little bit bigger one, right? A bigger private jet. All right, let's try this one then. All right, Citation. Oh, Citation is broken. I don't know if this is my eyes that are now completely dead, but I don't have any screens working here. Do you see working screens? I think this plane is a little broken, so this could be a little bit of an emergency landing as well. Landing without any instruments, huh? Let me see. Does the landing gear come down? Yes, it does. All right. So we're basically set for a landing. No worries. We'll make this. Oh wait, oh yeah, now I can see what the problem is with flying when you're not super well. Well, I didn't really, I started not paying attention to the actual landing, and that hasn't worked out. Alright, but what has worked is the actual stopping part, so let's move on to a bigger plane. How about an A320, huh? A320. Now, would beforehand actually say that we'll be able to make this landing? Because I do know the A320 stopping performance, and it's not super bad. bad. So let's just try it out. Jomsom Airport. Let's try it. I don't know. Now, is this plane broken as well? Why are none of the instruments work? This is starting to worry me a little bit now. What is wrong with all these broken planes? Are the batteries just not turned on, or what is it? That is working. All right, another plane without instruments. This is gonna be, of course, a totally great landing, huh? Now, the thing is here with these valleys is that there's a lot of winds here as well, which can be a little challenging. Right now I was facing some, but now they're gone. See, they're very random, and that can be a bit of a problem, of course, but I think we'll be able to land here. Let's put the landing gear down. Hopefully everything is gonna be all right. And I think I can see a runway down there. I think I do, right? I think that's a runway. Let's just see how this is gonna go. All right, looking good. Now, what is, of course, very interesting about this airport as well is the slope that is on that runway. There is a lot of runway slope, indeed. Not a very even one. Let's not touch down before the runway actually starts, because then we're gonna die, as we did in the Citation. All right, let's now try this. Come on. Touchdown. That's been nice. That's been pretty much on point. When the runway started, we touched down quite nicely as well. There we go. And we are finally stopping. We are actually stopping, and this is actually working quite a bit good. There we go. We still have a little bit of runway left, and that was not a super crash landing. That was actually fine enough. Let's just maybe try then a bigger plane. I don't know. Now, whenever I'm able to land an A320 somewhere, then of course we're going to move on to a bigger plane. How about a 787? So I've said this already. I cannot properly see. Them has gotten like a whole lot worse since I started recording this video. So everything is working great. Finally, we've got, by the way, a working plane. That's great to see. But as you can see, we don't even need an instruments or anything here in the A320. That totally worked out. So let's come in. And just around the corner, a runway should show up. Actually, a runway that has no runway lights on it, because obviously oh my god, I did not see that oh my goodness. I was gonna talk about there of course aren't any night operations, because you have the risk of dying by crashing into a mountain, which we just did. Alright, let's try this now. Coming down again, landing gears coming down. Let's just pretend this didn't happen. Just the thing that just happened. And I think I can see a runway. Ooh. Okay, now stop. Alright, fine. Okay, we've actually touched down now, and are we stopping? Are we stopping? Come on. We have overrun by a little bit, but we have actually stopped a little bit as well. Yeah. Now maybe let's try a little bit of a plane that is a little bit out of the ordinary of my videos. So maybe try an A330. You know that freeware A330 I was talking about like a week ago? Very good plane. Let's just check it out or something. Okay, let me try performing a simple takeoff. And wait, is this plane broken as well now? Oh my goodness. Now for this takeoff, let's go ahead and put the reverse thrust out just to push back and use this whole runway here. Perfect. Okay, now pushed back completely. Let's maybe try this now, okay? So let's put the engines to full power. Perfect. We can already hear that full power. We cannot see it right now on the screens. First of all, because I'm a little bit blind. But second of all, of course, the screens are broken. Now, let's go ahead and release that parking brake. And while we are rolling, okay, let's put out the flaps to full position. Maybe that's not even that much of a good idea, but we're gonna do that anyway. I mean, we're gonna try what we can try. We go into outside view so that we can actually see the speed that we're on. You know, that gives us a little bit of more overview. And this is not gonna work out. It's 80 knots. Oh, yeah. All right, time for a little bit of a swim here. So, yeah, guys, that is the airport of Jomsom or something. Interesting one, but only for small planes, of course. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night. Now, thank you to all my members here on YouTube, like Mubarak, Block, Moritz, Deload, Toby Cook, of course, Great Grandpa John, Mark, Leo, Philip, No You, Larry, Finn, M, Thomas, Riley Preston, Government Pasta, Will, Philip, Iscan V, Calamati, Airlines, Opalax, Cherry, and Kelly Chaos. Thank you so much.